Seems like we've been here before. Yes, it is Groundhog Day. And we welcome you to this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. Alongside Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr, this is Kevin Harlan. The fans here in New Orleans ready to cheer on their Pelicans in this interconference matchup. For New Orleans, their last game a loss to the Clippers.
And Kevin, they put so much effort into the final few minutes of regulation in that game that they were pretty burned out in the overtime period.
That's an excellent call by you, Steve. I thought there was a little bit of a letdown for them in OT.
And so in the game for the Hawks, the 3, Millsap at the 4. Teague and Korver in the backcourt, and it's Brand in at the 5, roaming the paint.
You know, the issue really with Atlanta this year and moving forward isn't that they're a bad team. They've just been kind of stuck in that middle road of mediocrity. They're competitive, play hard. They're hoping to find a way to get to the next level now.
Now here is Holiday. 26 points for him last game against the Clippers. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Holiday's got 9. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for the Pelicans.
Boy, their frenetic defense has really been impressive, putting a lot of pressure on ball handlers and turning them over.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnovers.
Here's Carroll after Drew Holiday scored. Teague gets to Korver. There's the 3. A rebound by Z.
And with Atlanta, as you said, for a while now they've been a playoff caliber team, but making that next step into the elite class of the East has been hard.
Shot's good. Z's got his first 2 points.
Most defenders look like they're out of gas. I mean, they're getting pushed around on the low block.
Well, their energy is lacking, and they've got to start playing harder and battle down in the paint.
Millsap sets the pick for Teague. Pass to Millsap. Shoots from 12. That's good, and so Teague with the assist. Millsap's got his second basket of the game. And some of the Clark for Atlanta making the jump is personnel. It's never easy to get a franchise player without a high draft pick.
And in that sense, Kevin, they are a bit in danger of becoming a treadmill team, but they have a good base right now, and I think they just need to continue to keep adding talent and have the talent they have continue to develop. 4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Yeah, that's textbook basketball, just having their way down low.
A nice shot by Teague.
I don't know who was supposed to be on him there, but clearly a mistake by the defense.
Pelicans leading by 6. Here's Evans. The shot is off. Great D that time from Brand.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Elton Brand always deceptive with his wingspan. Standing 6'9", he's a quality defender at the center position, thanks to his 9'2" standing reach.
A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Ryan Anderson, he's checked in for Davis. Salmons comes in for Tyreek Evans. Austin Rivers, he's checked in for Eric Gordon. And it's Jimmer Fredette in for Drew Holiday. Anderson outside. Pass to Rivers. 5 on the clock. Can't get it to go. And Atlanta will come the other way. And for Brand defensively, Clark a wide frame, and he catches shooters off guard with those long arms.
And you know, he's still a good rebounder and shot maker from mid-range, Kevin. He's no longer the all-star post threat of his younger days, but he's still contributing as a nice role player.
Pelicans leading by 4. And here's Fredette. Right now averaging 7 points a game. Anderson a screen on Scott. Here's Rivers. Loses the defender with the screen and drills the jumper.
Well, their plan of attack has been pretty clear to see. Get the ball inside and just take it strong to the hoop. Be dominant in the lane.
Well, the defense has been very slow to adjust. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Now here is Cephalosha. 11 points for him in that last game against Philadelphia. Hawks passing it around. Schroeder kicks to Mack. Fires for 3. Pelicans pull it in. Z's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Now Now the pass to Anderson. Dish now to Rivers. A three. Atlanta with the rebound. Their last encounter was in Atlanta.
Now, the last meeting was a successful one. They were very sharp defensively, causing a lot of turnovers, and that swayed the game in their favor.
New swap here for New Orleans. And Atlanta will go for a different look here. Paul Millsap's checked in for Scott. Damari Carroll comes in for Cephalosha. Kyle Korver, he's checked in for Mack. And it's Teague in for Dennis Schroeder. And so in the game for the Hawks, Teague and Korver in the backcourt. Carroll at the 3 and Millsap at the 4. And it's Payne in at the 5 spot. Here's Carroll. Last game he had 10 points. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Let's take a little closer look at Jeff Teague, some of his numbers. He's been having a nice year. He's putting up 13 points a game, 6 assists and 2 rebounds, and he's been passing the ball like a virtuoso. That's what really stands out in recent performances.
Well, you think about his intelligence, court vision, both are outstanding. Those numbers are hardly a shock, as excellent as they are.
Here's Evans. 23 points for him the last game against the Clippers.
Yeah, guys, it seemed like he spent about half the game shooting free throws. I mean, credit him for his aggressive play.
Holiday, the pass to Z. Payne grabs the board. The Hawks trail by 10. Teague with the ball, and Holiday picks him up defensively. Teague dishes to Payne. Millsap inside. Davis is on it, and that one's good. Millsap.
They have got to put a body on, because otherwise, with his agility and athleticism, they're not going to be able to contain him on the offensive glass.
Here's Holiday. He drains the quick shot. Holiday's got the lead up to 10 now for the Pelicans.
He's created some good opportunities for himself and made the most of them.
Teague kicks to Korver. Back to Teague. The feed to Payne. Lets it go from 11. That's good, and so Teague with the assist. Teague's got 3 assists tonight. New Orleans leading by 8. And it's Gordon penetrating.
Well, trade rumors circulated around Eric Gordon last season. Makes you wonder if there was some buyer's remorse from the Pelicans after they matched the Suns' 4-year, almost $60 million offer sheet.
And for Eric Gordon, guys who had expressed some dissatisfaction with the situation in New Orleans, rumors, in fact, existed of a rift last season with him and Coach Monty Williams.
Well, that frequently happens on teams that are struggling like the Pelicans did last year. And, you know, sometimes the contract can make a trade more difficult, so he may be stuck in New Orleans. And in the end, you just have to get healthy and deliver and make the best of whatever situation you're in.
No breathing room at all to take that shot.
Feeds it to Evans. Here's Z. Tries again. The shot is off. Great D that time from Brand. Carroll kicks to T. He feeds it to Brand. The 3 from Korver. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Davis has got 6 rebounds in the game.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had early.
Baseline try. Shot's good. And that's 15 points for Drew Holiday.
You know, he's putting on an outstanding offensive display, and he may just be getting warmed up here.
Teague, the pass to Millsap. 56 seconds left now here in the second. Teague kicks to Brand. Some solid defense right there from Z. Pelicans leading by 11. It's Evans on the wing. Millsap against Davis. Outside Gordon. Here's Z. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Z's got 6.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
Yeah, and it's a strategy that has served them well in this opening half, Clark.
Now here's Millsap. 14 points from him the last game against Philadelphia.
I thought his rebounding was impressive as well, guys. He made some big boards, really helped out on the glass, helped his team out big time.
Here's Davis. That misses. Would have counted had it gone in. And
okay, fellas, nice job sticking to the plan in the first half. Now let's widen the gap and get these fans even more fired up. First things first, how about the job we've done in the paint offensive? It was men against boys down there. We've had our way with them. Our focus has to be operating as much as possible from the low block. Now I'll give credit where credit is due. We've taken very good care of the basketball. Turnovers were scarce, and we need to keep it that way. Also, we can sacrifice some manpower on the defensive glass in this half in order to have opportunities to get the break started with bodies already headed up the court. These guys did not see this coming, but now they know what they're up against, and they're going to come out angry. Get ready to go toe-to-toe with them and cap this thing off.
Come on. Well, we're getting back to the action now. It's been a 1-2.
Let's go. You're in.
Dang, about time.
The Hawks trail by 12. Anderson and Davis, they're in the middle. Austin Rivers is out there with Jimmer Fredette. And it's Salmons in at the 3 slot. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. And he gets it to go.
No, the only tough part of that basket for him was getting into such good position. The rest of it seemed easy.
The Pelicans over the last 10 and how they compare to the rest of the league. First in blocks, second in three-point field goal percentage. And they are in the top 10 in field goal percentage. This is a team that shows excellent discipline at the offensive end.
And to me, what jumps out is the blocks, because they're an intimidating team. They really control the paint. They like to physically dominate their opponent. And when they do that and they get a lot of block shots, obviously it gives their defense a ton of confidence.
You know, they'll want to generate more of those shots in tight, guys.
And the Hawks with possession here. Down by 12. They're coming off that win against Philadelphia.
Well, Kevin, they constructed a perfect offensive game plan going into that game, and it was quickly apparent how powerless the defense was to stop it.
Powerless is a good way to put it, Steve. We're unlikely to see that many uncontested baskets again anytime soon. It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
Rivers kicks to Fredette. Z the pass to Anderson. The 3. That's good from Fredette on the assist from Ryan Anderson. And the Pelicans lead by 15. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Pelicans.
Their defense has been outstanding, Kevin. Closing out on shots, blocking a lot of them as well.
And, guys, I think you've got to give them credit for the number of steals they've taken away. I mean, a lot of effort on the defense from them tonight.
And Doris Burke has a report for us from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Omer Ashik on a new team, but he's made an impression with his former squads. Jeremy Lin called him, quote, an incredible defender and a game changer. Kevin McHale said he's a big-time player in the middle. And remember, Bulls coach Tom Thibodeau raved about his intelligence, relentless drive, and willingness to play for the team. Not bad, Kevin.
One of the premier defensive centers in the league, Doris. Thanks.
You've got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboard.
Well, they've done a lot of things right, but I agree with you, Kevin. Their rebounding is right there at the top of the list. That's some tenacity inside, battling for the second chance points.
There's a minute 34 left to play here in the third. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. Brand right side. Brand with another miss.
And the defense got away with a major lapse there.
Now here is Fredette. Pass to Z. Kicks to Fredette. 6 to shoot. Here's Rivers. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
Yeah, they're making the right play. They're working together, and they're just looking for the best shot they can every possession.
Now here is Cephalosha. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Scott dishes to Schroeder. Shot to stop the run. It's rebounded by Z. Z's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Salmons passes to Rivers. Fredette with it. He's picked up by Brand. Here's Z, and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
Easy call there.
No question about that one. You can hear the impact from where I am.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. That's good from Z. Drew Holiday. He's checked in for Fredette. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. The Hawks trail by 21. And Mack kicks to Cephalosha. Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession.
I'll tell you what, that's
good work. Good work.
Oh, yeah, man.
So for the Pelicans, Davis comes in for Anderson, and Tyreek Evans subbed in for John Salmons. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Paul Millsap's checked in for Brand. Damari Carroll comes in for Mike Scott. Kyle Korver, he's checked in for Shelvin Mack. And it's Teague in for Schroeder. On the court for Atlanta, Teague and Korver in the backcourt. Cephalosha is out there with Damari Carroll. And it's Millsap in at the center position. Z's checked in for New Orleans. Jimmy Fredette comes in for Drew Holiday. And a change for the Hawks. Payne, he's checked in for Thabo Cephalosha. Korver dishes to Teague. And that one's good.
Beautiful job angling his body, shielding the big man from the ball on his way to the basket.
That's really the only way to do it if you're going to take it down there amongst the tall trees.
Now, here is Fredette. He dishes it to Rivers. Davis setting the pick for Rivers. Z the pass to Davis. Puts up the baby hook. Here's Evans. Passes it to Z. Dishes to Davis. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
And the shooting percentage continues to climb, guys, here in the second half. They're on fire.
Steve, I like the collective focus since halftime. Good team basketball resulting in high-quality shots.
Here is Korver. Outside Teague. Shot clock at 6. No good with the elbow jumper.
Well, I think he had all the space he needed. He just couldn't find the bottom of the net.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Babbitt's checked in. Now, here is Fredette. Teague covering. Fredette, the pass to Z. Right block shot. In low to Davis. Good work defensively by Millsap.
Pretty good defense there. I mean, that's a shot that he can make, but they really challenged him.
To the right side. And here's Korver from the arc. And that comes off the assist by Jeff Teague.
That's like a layup for him. He's just wide open out there.
On offense, here are the Pelicans. They're on a 15-5 run. They set the screen. Outside, Davis. Now, here is Fredette. Tight defense on him. Second shot opportunity. And another shot. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
Oh, I tell you what, nice little run here they're going on.
Now the story is points in the paint, Clark. I mean, they're getting point-blank shots every time down.
Some changes for New Orleans. Eric Gordon, he's checked in for Luke Babbitt. And it's Drew Holiday in for Fredette. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Rand's checked in. Stolen by Holiday. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Guys, that's simply superb. Ball pressure, a run out, and then a dunk in transition.
Exactly, Clark, what they wanted. The aggressive defense to lead to.
Yeah, points in transition.
That's why you want to make the other team feel uncomfortable handling the ball, because you can get easy points out of it at the other end.
Korver, good.
Back-to-back threes for him. The defense is slacking off a little.
It does look like their energy is lacking at this point.
Holiday attacking. Elton Brand grabs the board. Brand's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Carroll with the 3. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Defensively, they're really scattered right now, giving up so many open looks from the three-point line.
Yeah, they are splashing them. Their last 3 buckets have all come from behind the arc.
Now here is Holiday. The pass to Z. Outside Gordon. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
And he shows us he knows how to finish with a flourish.
His fourth, 13.
The Pelicans making a switch here. Jinsis.
That's the way to move the ball.
Be just genetic makeup. It could be off-season training, but it does seem that
Changes for New Orleans. Salmons comes in for Tyreek Evans. And it's Jimmer Fredette in for Drew Holiday. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Cephalosha's checked in. Davis setting the pick for Gordon. Out to the right wing. Fredette kicks to Gordon. Shot clock at 3. Here's Jinsa. Elton Brand grabs the board. Brand's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Z's checked in for the Pelicans. Atlanta also making some changes here. Payne, he's checked in for Brand. Scott comes in for Paul Millsap. And Shelvin Max subbed in for Kyle Korver. Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Guys, over that last break, I listened to Monty Williams address his team. Back to fundamentals. That's what he told them. Specifically, he'd like to see them implement the pick and roll as often as possible. He said also that their offense needs to be a patient one. He told them, don't rush things. Use as much of that shot clock as you need to. Guys, we'll see how Coach's direction pays off as this one winds down. Kevin?
Thanks a lot, Doris. Teague with the ball. Fredette picks him up. Puts up a 3. Another 3 for Atlanta.
things finally starting to come together for them. The deficit still pretty big, but at least they're taking steps in the right direction.
Yeah, I think they're doing all they can do. Playing tough D, getting stops, and then taking good care of the basketball at the other end.
And so he draws the foul on the shot on trip to the line to shoot 2.
Really an extraordinary game for Z. 11 rebounds now, and 3 assists as well.
You just can't find fault with anything he's done here. The effort, the energy, his production, his defense, it's all there.
All hustle, non-stop effort from him all over that 94 by 50-foot box.
Looking who's out there now for the Pelicans. Anthony Davis, he's checked in for Salmons. And it's Drew Holiday in for Jimmer Fredette. Then for the Hawks, Elton Brand's checked in for Payne. Millsap comes in for Mike Scott. And Damari Carroll subbed in for Shelvin Mack.
Really good defense there, forcing that double clutch shot.
Carroll dishes to Teague. Millsap a screen on Holiday. Teague kicks to Millsap. That drops. Millsap's got 4 points in the quarter.
That's right where they wanted to go with the ball on that possession.
Pelicans leading by 19 points. Davis setting the pick for Gordon. He kicks it to Holiday. Davis sets a screen. Holiday goes in. Jinsa the pass to Z. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Of course, he didn't have an attempt there in the first half. He's hoping to be a little bit more active and aggressive here and draw some fouls here in the second.
Well, it seemed slightly controversial when it was introduced a few seasons ago, but I think we can all agree now that the new flopping fines have been a big success. Flopping seems to have gone down across the board.
John Salmons, he's checked in for New Orleans. Fredette comes in for Drew Holiday. And Atlanta will go for a different look here. Payne, he's checked in for Brand. Mike Scott comes in for Paul Millsap. Shelvin Max checked in for Damari Carroll, and it's Dennis Schroeder in for Jeff Teague. Offensive rebound. New Orleans gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. Kicks it out to Gordon. Pass to Fredette. Here's Z. Rebounded by the Hawks. Well, Clark, flopping is not completely out of the NBA game, but at least now there are repercussions.
I agree, and I'm happy to see that, Kevin, because it's a play that shouldn't be in the game. And now that guys are fined for it and have been quite heavily fined for it, I think we're going to eventually see it become less and less a part of the game the way it should be.
Terrific job taking care of business in front of the home fans.
And, Steve, I thought those fans, those home fans, gave this team a big lift all game. a lot of positive energy in the building.
Here's Schroeder. It's stolen by Fredette. So we see the Pelicans taking the W here. And
Tyreek, what was the focus on strategy for this team coming into tonight's game?
We're playing hard. We had a meeting today as a team, and we just wanted to come in here and play hard with energy. That's where it starts from. And we did a great job that tonight.
Tyreek, thank you. Kevin, amazing what can happen when you play hard.
thank you, Doris.
Get that man a bucket of water, a ladder, and a squeegee, cause this fool was cleaning the glass tonight.
Hey, man, I'm just doing what I can, bro.
Let me tell you something. You bust your butt every night like that, getting position, snagging 50-50 balls, crashing hard to the glass, you're gonna be in this league for a long time.
Hey, like I said, I'm just trying to stay hungry, stay humble, and do my thing whenever I get called.
Humility looks good on you, man. Keep it up.
What's up with them?
They got traded.
When?
Today. That's the league, man. We cogs in the machine.
It's a business. I'm new, and even I know that. Hey, maybe the change of scenery will do them some good. They'll be all right.
I'm sure you've all heard we're gonna have some new faces around here. We all know that change is part of the business. Your job is to make the new guys comfortable so that the transition on and off the court is seamless. We rise and fall as one.
Yo, glad you're here. We a tight group, so watch and learn, and when you feel comfortable, do your thing.
Hey, as long as it don't interfere with me doing my thing. I'm just playing, man.
And now, introducing your New Orleans Pelicans.
Hello, everyone. Proud to bring you Wednesday night coverage of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan. Joining me in the booth, as always, Clark Kellogg and the sharpshooter, Steve.
You're up. Let's go.
Time to do my thing.
First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. So for Oklahoma City right now, Morrow is the 2 with Durant the 3. Perry Jones out there with Nick Collison. And it's Westbrook in at the 1. Outside Gordon. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Ajinça. The shot from the low post is good. Ajinça's got 5.
Everybody on the floor is hot. Incredible stuff here. Tell you what, both teams playing downhill. Who's going to blink first?
Z's checked in for New Orleans. You know, Steve, a lot of teams look at this Thunder franchise as a model, of how to go about building a team that can compete for a title through the NBA draft.
Well, it's a good model to follow, but you need some luck, Kevin. I mean, Kevin Durant fell into their lap. If they don't get the second pick in the lottery and if Greg Oden doesn't go first to Portland, none of this happens. So they got great planning, and they've had a terrific effort to put all this together, but it really comes back to getting Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook.
You know, going back to touch again on the Thunder, really you couldn't have asked for a better scenario for a small market team to put together a roster like this. I mean, your core pieces, your cornerstone pieces, Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook, Serge Ibaka, are all relatively young in their careers and seem to enjoy playing for each other, so they're going to be good for a long time.
Durant just inside the line, and again, no good by Oklahoma City. Left side, Gordon, out of bounds. Oklahoma City takes possession. Here we get a moment to view the league's highest scoring teams. The Thunder in 4th.
You know, it's amazing when you consider how much can change on a team from year to year, but nonetheless, this team has been one of the best at putting points on the board.
Here's Z. New Orleans moving the ball around. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give them 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Well, they did have to deal with some small market repercussions, the Thunder I'm talking about. You know, they couldn't afford to pay James Harden. They had to make that trade. But I think they've dealt with it really well. They've added some nice pieces, and the Thunder obviously still one of the elite teams in the NBA.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Anderson's checked in, and Oklahoma City with a change here too. Jackson's checked in. Jones sets the pick for Westbrook. Davis against Jones. Back to Westbrook. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Russell Westbrook, one of the best success stories when it comes to converting a scoring guard to playing the point. But it's his overall talent that's made him successful. His will, his competitiveness, and his incredible athleticism.
Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. Rivers comes in for Davis, and it's Fredette in for Drew Holiday. McGarry's checked in for Oklahoma City. Andre Robertson comes in for Kevin Durant. Oklahoma City's gone 3 of 3 from deep. 9 points rung up from outside here in the first. Robertson dishes to Jones. Down low. Here's McGarry on the money from 12 feet away.
And Westbrook is a phenomenal rebounder and scorer at the point guard position. He gets steals. He really is one of the stat sheet stuffer supreme guys in the league.
Anderson, a screen on Westbrook. Kicks it out to Evans. Pass to Z. Down low. Anderson dishes to Evans. Here's Z. And, there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup. And while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call it a foul shot or not. But sure enough, they have. So he'll head to the free throw line. Vitor Favarani's checked in for Tyreek Evans. The Pelicans have been good at the line so far, 5 of 5. Thunder have gotten 8 of their 13 shots to find the bottom of the bucket. Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, a bit ago, Scott Brooks and I were able to chat. They're facing a team that they've yet to beat this season, 2 losses. And I asked him what they needed to do to turn it around. He said, quote, at the end of the day, it comes down to putting points on the board. And we've got to find a way to be effective despite their shot clock. Even if we shoot a few more jumpers, if we can crash the boards, we'll create some good opportunities. Guys, they need to break through and grab a win here today.
Thanks a lot, Doris. And dealing with the sort of defense they're facing is not an easy challenge.
No, but they've got a few weapons of their own that they can counter with, so it's not exactly a one-sided battle.
Maybe so, Steve, but those weapons are still going to have to perform at a really high level for them to have a chance to be successful. What a start they've gotten off to on the glass. I mean, they've come out banging.
And when a game starts off like this, there's an intimidation factor that comes into play.
Here's Jackson. Jackson missing again. New Orleans gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Z, the pass to Fredette. Here's Z. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. McGarry's got 3 rebounds now in this one. 7-second difference, shot and game clock, and that one's good. Westbrook.
Great looking bounce pass to set up that play.
The Pelicans trail. Now, here is Fredette. Right now averaging 7 points a game. There's the pick. Rivers with it. 6 to shoot. Anderson, and it's good. He planted his feet on the pick and shielded the defender off. Guys back and forth this first half.
Well, 5 lead changes early on, guys, as we grapple back and forth.
This could be a back and forth game all the way, guys, the way it's being played. This is fun to watch.
Both teams have it going. And we got a close game. Pelicans. Evans comes in for Ryan Anderson. And a switch here also for Oklahoma City. Russell Westbrook's checked in for Nick Collison. So for Oklahoma City right now, Russell Westbrook out there with Jackson. Then there's Anthony Morrow. Then there's Perkins. And it's Durant in at the 4 spot.
Defense just has to fight over the top.
Especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, he doesn't miss too many open shots.
And Holiday kicks to Gordon. Passes it to Evans. Z covered by Perkins. Here's Z. And so it looks like the Pelicans will retain possession here.
A moment here now to see how the numbers stack up for Kevin Durant. He's right around 29 points per game, 8 rebounds, and just over 2 steals. And he really brings that offensive firepower to this team. Finding ways to score is his specialty.
Yeah, that's his identity, Steve, among other contributions, obviously. But the ability to make plays and put up points, that's a major weapon in his arsenal.
Perkins with the screen for Westbrook. Here's Morrow. 10 points for him. Perkins down low. Nice D from Z. Holiday with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Durant with the steal. Westbrook dishes to Jackson. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Jackson's got the lead up to 14 now for the Thunder. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Thunder.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
I think they're also getting some good looks in transition, doing a nice job of running the floor.
Here's Davis. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Davis has got 10 points.
And he's shaking off a poor first quarter shooting effort. He's really starting to turn it on now, guys.
You have to wonder, it's certainly worth thinking about with the way Anthony Davis took a big step forward last year. There's a legitimate argument or discussion anyway that he might eventually become the best player in the league at some point.
Looking at Oklahoma City, they took the win in their last game against the Magic.
Yeah, that was a strange game. Very shaky defensive performance by their opponent, but hey, they took advantage of it.
Yeah, I'd go along with that. I mean, the game wasn't handed to them, but they definitely didn't have to work as hard as they should have.
Here's Jackson. It's Westbrook with the drive. Some solid defensive work there from Z.
Even though he isn't having the best of game from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him.
They set the pick. Davis, the pass to Gordon. Evans outside. He feeds it to Davis. He kicks to Holiday. 6 to shoot. New Orleans moving the ball around. Here's C. They grab their own miss. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. And these are his second and third free throws tonight.
Boy, it was a clunker of a game for him at the foul line the last time they played.
Well, it's hard to imagine he'll put in that kind of performance twice in a row.
New Orleans making some changes here. Vitor Favarani's checked in for Anthony Davis. Austin Rivers comes in for Eric Gordon. And it's Jimmer Fredette in for Drew Holiday. Then for the Thunder, McGarry's checked in for Perkins. Jones comes in for Anthony Morrow. And it's Roberson in for Jackson. Well, now they're just going to town on him.
Yeah, you'd think these defenders would have done a little more to put a stop to that stuff, Kevin, but so far, no go.
Well, a phenomenal aerial assault there, fellas.
See the pass to Favarani. Here's the break. Moving it up. And it's Durant, that time on the assist from Robertson. That's 12 points for Kevin Durant.
And they're beginning to fall apart a little bit defensively, especially inside.
Well, that's 4 straight buckets now at the rim.
Evans against Durant. Rivers a screen on Durant. Evans blocked. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Got that bucket in no time at all. And that's now 8 points for Russell Westbrook.
I tell you what, fellas, we're seeing some really good ball movement out there.
Yeah, well, 10 of their last 12 points have come off of assists.
The feed to Favarani. It's stolen by Jones. Rivers against Durant. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Durant's got 12 points now in the quarter.
Well, as they continue to dominate, you wonder just how much higher this lead might get.
I think it really could get out of hand, and you can credit their defense just as much as their offense for that.
And
Kevin, there was a point where you seemed to kick it into high gear. What changed as this first half progressed?
Well, we stayed with our defense, and I think we were a little lazy to end that first quarter. We just came out and made them shoot tough shots, and rebound the basketball and get out and get some easy points.
Kevin, thank you so much.
Okay, pay attention so we can cover some stuff. We're capable of much better basketball than we played in the first half. They've given us real problems in transition. We can't be slow to get back anymore, and we've got to be ready to defend the outlet pass. Got it? I also really like how hard we've crashed the offensive boards. That's given us a big boost. And the play that's going to get things rolling for us in the second half is the pick and roll. It might be the oldest trick in the book, but it's also the best. Let's go to it straight away. Okay, that's it. I'm expecting a whole lot out of you guys in the next 2 quarters. This isn't a game I'm anywhere close to giving up on, and neither should you.
And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even. Both teams making some changes here. Pelicans trailed by 13. We've got Ryan Anderson, Vitor Favarani out there with Anthony Davis. Then it's Holiday, and it's Rivers in at the 2. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Here's Holiday, and that one falls coming off of Davis's feed. And it's 7 points for Drew Holiday. Z's checked in.
You know, guys, looking at the Pelicans over the last 10 and how they compare to the rest of the league. 3rd in blocks, 3rd in three-point shooting. And they also show up in the top 5 in not giving up the ball. This is a low-turnover team. They value possessions, and they really concentrate on taking care of the rock.
And to me, what really stands out with all those numbers you talked about, Clark, are the blocks, because they're a physical team. They're dominant in the paint. They've got great length. And when they're between you and the basket, it's tough to get a shot over these guys. Coach Scott Brooks of the Thunder, he's brought great stability to this organization. A lot of talent on this roster, but doesn't always fit in terms of their offensive flow. So Now, the Thunder like to keep it pretty simple with their X's and O's.
2 shots. And Scott Brooks, even when the Thunder were really a young team, was pretty open to getting input from his players, and they like that.
Yeah, I agree with you, and it's a collaborative style, and really a credit to Scott Brooks that he's secure enough with himself to allow his players to have that input. You know, engaging his players and keeping them invested. It's not easy for coaches to do when they're expected to always be in control and have the answers, and he's got some great team leaders too, so it's a nice fit for that collaborative style.
Holiday up top, guarded by Jackson. There's 1:47 left to play in the third. There's a good screen. McGarry with the steal. And the Thunder pushing it up now. Here's Morrow. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Morrow's got 14 points. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Oklahoma City.
Their activity at the defensive end, Kevin, has been really impressive, attacking and coming away with steals.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
Let's check out what Doris Burke has for us.
Hi, Kevin. Well, Kevin Durant, the league MVP last season, and that was certainly a goal of his. He said he wanted to be the greatest player in the world, that he'd do everything in his power to achieve exactly that. Now all that remains is winning a title. He knows that's an elite fraternity, the players who've won titles and league MVP. Can he do it, Kevin?
And he knows it takes a team to win it all, Doris. Thanks. And for Durant, he said, Clark, he wants to crack that 50 greatest list when it's all said and done.
Kevin Durant has already done that in my mind, but he has a chance to be in that top 10 conversation if he maintains his level of play and consistency. Championships are important, and he knows that, but he's on that.
So a close game sees Oklahoma City taking this one. Clark, it was anybody's game right to the very...
Well, Kevin, a terrific...
Come on. Who died? You look a little nervous.
Well, I heard it's never a good thing to be called into the GM's office, especially the day your 10-day contract is up. So if you're gonna release me, I would just appreciate it if you did it quickly.
I'm gonna be brutally honest, kid. You haven't done enough to secure a regular roster spot.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Hey, wait. You have done enough to secure another 10-day contract, though.
Excuse me?
Yeah, I'm gonna give you another shot to prove you belong in this league permanently, huh?
Hey, you won't regret it either. I'm gonna make it awfully hard for you to let me go.
I hope so. Look, the contract's on my secretary's desk. You go sign that on your way out. Get out of here.
All right, thank you.
All right. Where's my lunch?